Is it OCD? Is it autism? Could it be both? For those of us that are autistic, we tend to find safety in familiarity and routines. This can look like OCD if someone has trouble veering from their routine. So with OCD, typically the fear is something that's not necessarily based in the here and now, meaning like if I don't do A, B, C, D, E, F, G in order, a family member is going to pass away. Even though this family member isn't even in the building with us, they have nothing to do with what we did or that morning. There's not evidence to suggest that not making my coffee first is going to lead to this person dying, right? Like there's no evidence to support that is true or is plausible, besides our brain producing that scary thought, which isn't right evidence. And I just want to name that that's still a thing that's happening. Now with autism, when our routine is disrupted, we will notice in the here and now, though not always, because interoception, and I'm not going to get into that now because this is already a long video. There might be a physiological response that's happening. We might go into meltdown or shut down. We might be more irritable. We might be more sensory sensitive. We might be more vulnerable to our emotions, meaning like we might be more quick to anger. I would say if people know the window of tolerance, like it shrinks our window of tolerance when our routines are disrupted. And so there is evidence in the here and now that having my routine disrupted does cause me pain and is impacting me. For those of us that are autistic and have OCD, it can be really hard to tease apart what is what. And sometimes like there might be roots of both, and sometimes a person might develop a fear of having their routine disrupted because they know that 80% of the time my routine is disruptive, it does cause me pain and it causes me suffering. And so like, yeah, it makes sense to have a fear of having that happen. I'm not going to babble any more than I already have. If you are on Wapakoti land, colonizes Minnesota, there is a Minnesota OCD conference happening Saturday, the 11th. I believe that's what it's called. Check out the details in the comments. I'll be presenting at 2 about autism, ADHD versus OCD and other neurodivergence, though primarily autism and ADHD. Anyways, bye.